My name is Ed Jenkins. I'm a principal at Laguarda Low Arkitekts in New York City. We also have an office in Beijing. We're an international commercial architectural practice. And we're very excited to be involved in this one-of-a-kind project in Prishtina, the Prishtina Mall.
We're standing in the main entry to Prishtina Mall. This space is going to be a very dynamic, fantastic space. There are going to be glue laminated structures, wood beams that enclose this space, on top of which will be glass. So it'll be this incredible glazed pavilion. The floor will be natural stone. There'll be a landscape feature with trees and plantings, etc. There'll be steps that leading up to the mall itself, an escalator, of course, different plantings, places for people to congregate, sit, perhaps watch a concert or some event that's taking place in this space. I'd like to mention also that the mall is full of natural materials and as many materials as we could possibly find in the local area and region. So we're trying to use local and regional materials, whether it's stone, tile, wood, anything to make the mall a little bit more local, a little bit more personable to people who visit, despite the fact that it's a very modern, a very contemporary structure. So this is going to be the first impression of people who come to the Prishtina Mall. Also adjacent to this will be a large, iconic metal tower that will have the logo, will be lit up at night. It will be a real iconic feature of the mall and will be an image that no one can forget. It'll be very memorable and a very exciting beacon to this place that we're creating here on the outskirts of Prishtina for all of Kosovo, for all of the Balkans region. Right now we're standing adjacent to the fashion court. You can just begin to see the formation of the elliptical skylight. You can see the steel structure above the concrete. Above that, the skylight will be made of glue laminated beams. It's going to be extremely dynamic. Just below the ring of the skylight will be a piece of an artwork done by local artists here in Kosovo. It's going to be a spectacular space. You can see the grand stair leading up to the second level here. We imagine there might be fashion shows or promenades there, exhibits, etc. So we're very excited about this particular area of the mall. We're on the main level of the mall now, and you can see to the west we have a vista out to the main entry. To the north we have a vista to the city of Prishtina. And then as we look east, we have a vista to the agricultural fields beyond in the mountains. So the mall is very open to the exterior. We have lots of natural light. So now we're standing in the main central court of Prishtina Mall. This is the heart of the mall. It's the juncture where all the passageways lead. On the lower level is adjacent to the parking, so people come directly into this space from the parking. This lower level will be like an oasis full of greenery, trees, plantings, etc. There'll be a large water fountain adjacent to the elevator lifts. It's going to be extremely dynamic space. It's 4 levels in this location because it's at the lower level, 1, 2, 3. At the upper level, we have a cinema and an entertainment venue for children. On the third level, we also have the food court. So there's lots of restaurants, cafes opening all around this space. It's going to be quite dynamic, quite spectacular. We're very excited about this. This is a real unique space, not only here in the city, but also in the country of Kosovo. And we think it will draw a lot of people, tourists, people coming to visit from the city, etc. When you turn around and you look, when you're in this space and you look outside, you have this incredible vista to the mountains beyond. We're in the valley now here in the edge of Prishtina, and you can see the mountains of Kosovo in the distance. This farmland will always be controlled by this particular development. So again, this is the idea of bringing natural light into the mall, bringing the landscape into the mall itself. Exterior, interior, we blur those lines. This will be an incredible wall of glass looking out to this view. And there will also be people, of course, entering from this point, from the parking that is on grade just beyond the east side of the mall. So a very dynamic space, a very exciting space. Very spacious, as you can see as well. So now we're on the top level of the mall, the third level. On this level we have mostly entertainment, food and beverage. Just beyond me here you can see the final configuration of the cinema block. They're just now putting on the steel to cover it, and then we'll be able to enclose it and start building the various theaters. In addition to the cinema block, we have a very large children's entertainment area with a variety of rides, both virtual and real. It's a very exciting place for families, for people of all ages to be entertained. Beyond will be the food court, with numerous tenants of all different shapes and sizes, all different food offerings, some of which, many will have terraces facing out towards the horizon. As you can see, as you look beyond the mall on this level, you can see the horizon. We're sitting in a valley, so we can see the mountains all around. That will be the view from this particular level of the mall.
Prishtina Mall has over 115,000 square meters of leasable area, which makes it the largest mall in Southeastern Europe. It's also one of the largest malls that Laguarda Low has ever done, and we've done hundreds, as I've said. So we're very excited about that fact. It's not necessarily quantity that makes a great mall, but this mall has great quality as well, so that makes it unique. Because there are plenty of places that are very large and cramming in many small stores, but Prishtina Mall is not like that. It has a wide variety, a great tenant mix, even for that size of project.